Good morning, stars. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you have not, and share if you care. Right now, I want to give you guys an update what's been going on in my life, why I haven't been posting lately. Yeah. So let's go back to October of 2021. October 2021, it was my birthday month. It was my boyfriend's birthday month as well. So I was partying like most of that month, I'm not even gonna lie. And then also, I got a random letter from Penn State Health. They were doing a exercise study on, and they wanted to see, basically the study is about if you're in a group atmosphere versus a sports atmosphere. They want to see how many people will stick it out and work out the entire year, or will they drop and quit whenever they want to and not show up at the designated times that they were supposed to show up. Yeah, so with the study I had to do, I had to go into Penn State's office, and they put like a breathing machine on me while I was walking on the treadmill. So they were watching how much oxygen I was intaking during that time to make sure I was fit enough for the study. And that was the coolest part about this study, or one of the coolest part about this study. Yeah, so I had to basically wear a tracker during that month as well, where it tracked my movements, and if I did more than 90 minutes of movements throughout the week, I will not have qualified for the study. And with this study, I had to basically like do housework. That was like my exercise, I guess, because I wanted to get into the program and I wanted to qualify for the study. And yeah, I wasn't working out. I didn't do too much because I was making sure that I got approved and got into the study, because the study is a program also. It has a lot of benefits. And one of the benefits for me is that it's free exercising. You do HIIT workouts, which are given to you by trained professionals, and you just work out like for like 30 minutes to an hour, and it's a good workout. I'm not even gonna lie. So I'm glad that I did get into the study. And I know you guys probably like, where are you at? But that's why. That's one of the reasons why I haven't been posting and getting you guys content as I said I was. So let's go into November. November, it was Thanksgiving, holidays. After I stopped doing my normal routine, I wasn't picking it back up. And during the holidays, I'm not even gonna lie, yeah, the holidays I was just basically focusing on family, focusing on everything that I had going on, because I was going down to South Carolina too in December. So yeah, so I had to start saving. Me and my boyfriend had to start saving up on that. And yeah, so that happened in November. December, I would say a lot happened in December. I had to get my car fixed because my boyfriend got in an accident in my car. I had to get my, yeah, that was a whole nother story. Somebody hit my car in November as well. Why it was parked in Target. So that took me out of commission for a couple days. So I had to get over that. And then, yeah, so December, let's go back to December. December, my brother's birthday was coming up. I was going to South Carolina for about 2 weeks with my boyfriend and my daughter. And it was a lot. Like, we had to save up to everything. And then something in our house was going wrong that we had to get fixed during that time as well. And then something, and then we had to I had to get my car fixed in December as well. So I was carless for about a week or two. It was a lot. It was a lot of stress, a lot of figuring things out that normally don't happen in my routine. And I just had to adjust to it day by day, honestly. It was tough during those moments because I wanted to work out and I wanted to put my all in myself, but I had so much going on in December, and I didn't tell you guys the rest of it. So we ended up going down to South Carolina on a plane. Me and my daughter, that was her first flight. She did really well. I held her most of the flight. Me and her dad switched back and forth, but I held her most of the flight, and it was a good flight for her to fly her first time. She didn't get any like ear issues, nothing. So we get to South Carolina and we're there for a day. We see his family. We're talking with them. We're hugging them, giving them kisses and all that stuff. And then the next day, I think the next day was Christmas Eve. So we have a Christmas Eve party and they lay it all out. They have different games, different prizes, different everything. It was beautiful. So then the day of Christmas, everything was fine. We all ate. We was congregating, having fun, drinking, smoking, everything. So the night of Christmas, I was like, I want my daughter to sleep, because she wasn't sleeping with me at all. Like her aunts and her grandma, they took her from me, because they haven't seen her in so long. So they took her and they wanted her to spend the night. So, but that night on Christmas Day, I was like, I want my baby to sleep with me. Like, I miss her so much. Like, come on, Zori. My boyfriend was fighting it, but I was like, no, come on, let's get her. I want to spend time with her, because I'm not used to not sleeping with her. I'm not even gonna lie. I have separation issues, and she does too. So she was in her bed, and the whole night she was throwing up, sick. Mind you, we're on vacation, so I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? We're in South Carolina. I gotta find some doctors. I had to basically treat a sick child the whole time, and I had to figure out a plan on how I was gonna do it. So she was throwing up that whole night, couldn't keep nothing down. Give her water, she threw it right back up. No fever at that time, no fever. So we're like, dang, like, what are we gonna do? So the next day, her auntie had took her, and because it was the day after Christmas, her auntie had took her and got her up and moving, playing with her cousins, and she was still sick. Could tell she was still sick, but she started developing a fever at this point. So I'm like, oh no. So now the next day I said, okay, we're going to take her to the doctor the next day. So I took her to the doctor, and come to find out, my baby had COVID. And that right there, my stomach sank, my heart sank, my mind went so many places, and I honestly did not know like what to do. Like, I was like, how? No way. What? How did she get it? Because before, when we came down there, when she was throwing up all that night, one of her family members told me that her cousin that she was playing with had the stomach virus. So she was all up under him. So I'm like, oh, she just had a stomach virus. It's not COVID. Like, she said stomach virus. We need to get some medicine for her stomach. Come to find out, my baby had COVID-19 that whole time. And then I started feeling sick the next day after she started feeling sick. So I'm like, oh my God, we're on vacation. Like, I do not want to deal with none of this COVID stuff. I haven't gotten it since they said COVID was a thing. I've never gotten it. Like, never, ever. I've been around people that had, I never got it. So me getting it, I was like, wow. So now I went to the doctor. They told me I had COVID. They told her dad he didn't have COVID, but he was sick. But he didn't have COVID. He was around her. He literally drank off the same water bottle as her and did not test positive for COVID. And then the aunt that nursed her, like helped her get back on her feet, didn't have COVID either. So yeah, that was a whole big story. So then we're down there. We're in just mind you, this is still like the first week. This is still the first week that we're down there. I had to tell my boss. I had to tell my management, which I'm glad I did tell them, because I got my sick time. I got my vacation time back, and they changed it with COVID pay. So I was happy about that. So yeah, anyway, that was off topic. So we ended up quarantining at his sister's house, in one of his sister's rooms. And we in there, and people keep coming in and out. And mind you, I'm trying to be careful and clean everything as much as possible. I spray microban. I don't know if you guys know about microban. It's like they kill germs for 24 hours if you spray it on the surface or anything. So I sprayed microban. I was just using stuff, right, to make sure that it doesn't spread to anyone in the house. Mind you, it's like it's a lot. It was a decent amount of people in the house, so germs can easily spread throughout the house when there's so many people, especially if it's airborne. And they kept coming in and out of the room we were in. So I was just trying to hope for the best. I'm not even gonna lie. I was trying to hope for the best. But everyone in the house ended up catching COVID because of us. So now I'm like, dang. Like, so now we got to recover. Everyone has to recover from COVID. I can't return back to work until I get a negative COVID test. I can't, I'm basically stuck in South Carolina until I get a negative COVID test. My daughter has to get better, and I had to be in quarantine my whole entire vacation, which ended up being around 3 weeks. So we had to extend our stay. Now we come home. Oh, I didn't tell you guys the best part though. I'm skipping past the best part. So me and my so this is another thing that happened. I'm so excited. I can't even get my story straight. So we were down there still, and we had a quarantine. Now, me and Zori got our diagnosis first. So once we got our diagnosis, they gave us a day and a time, and they said you can come out of quarantine around this time. And then also the news was saying, if you get COVID, like during that time in December of 2021, I don't know if you guys remember, they said if you get COVID and you've been vaccinated, after 5 days, you could go around people. You don't have to sit the 10 days out anymore. So they were like, okay, Shada, you can get out of quarantine now. You don't have to be in quarantine anymore. Like, you're fine. You and Zori are fine. And I'm like, I still don't feel right, because like I have COVID. I have it, one of the two. And within those 5 days, I'm still showing symptoms. So yeah, I didn't feel comfortable. But his him like, no, you guys can get out of there. You guys can come on. I'm like, okay. In my mind, I'm like, okay, something's up. Like, they keep pushing like that. We can get out of COVID quarantine around 5 days. Something's brewing. Like, what is going on? So his sister said that she set up a photo shoot for Ray and I for us to take family pictures. And I was excited because the family pictures we took like last year, they were horrible family pictures, like seriously. And they were horrible. So I was like, yes, I'm excited. I can't wait to take some new pictures. And she had bought me this pretty dress. Like, the dress was so cute when I tell you. She bought me this pretty dress. And I was excited. She said she got Zoria outfit, she got Reagan outfit. I was like, I don't gotta do nothing but show up. Like, I was too excited. So we freaking I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Okay, so I'm getting dressed. She does my hair. I got this long ponytail. I love ponytails now. I love them. She did my long braided ponytail, and we walk in. She got me dressed. I got this nice pink dress on. So she like, come on, Shelly, let's go. We gotta get Joe. So I'm like, okay, let's go. So I'm walking. She said we're gonna drive my mom's car, which her mom's car, her mom and they all live on the same like land. So her mom's house is like around the corner from her. So I'm walking to the mom's house. Then I hear this music. It's like this beautiful song, like love songs. And I turn the corner. It's his whole family videotaping me. And it's this music, it's flowers, it's candles, a candlelit walkway for me to walk through. And he's in there waiting and asked me to marry him. And that was the most precious moment of my vacation. Like, I was so shocked and so like breathtaking. I didn't have nothing to say. I didn't have nothing to say because I was so shocked that he even did this. Like, at that time, in this moment when we had COVID, that was one of the most uplifting things during that time, because we did have COVID. And I was like so down because we freaking just wasted our vacation in a house and we can't really do nothing. Can't really do nothing because we were sick, and then I had to take care of my daughter because I had to make sure she was fine before I was fine. And I was fine. I was gonna be fine, but we had to take her to the hospital, the emergency room too, one time as well. So it was stressful during that time, but when he proposed to me, it was like all that stress left, and I just could focus on him and us and my family with him. And it was just so beautiful. His family was so excited. They had my mom and my dad send videos and put it into his proposal. It was a beautiful proposal. His sister is the queen of setting things up and events. And I hope she watches this. I'm really thankful for her, honestly. Because he would never did that without her. But it was beautiful. I loved it. So I got engaged. I had COVID. I had to get my car fixed. We had to save up money for a car, and something happened in the house in December. So now let's go to January. What happened in January? We were just recovering, honestly. I ended up driving back to our house, and that was a 10-hour drive, which is crazy after having COVID and being so drained from that. So when we came back home, I'm not gonna lie, guys, we rested majority of January and I fought to get back into my normal routine. And also the exercise study, they canceled their sessions because of COVID being so high during that time. So they put a pause on it until, I would say, February, like 22nd. That's when it started back up. I'm not 22nd, but sometime in February it started back up. So yeah. So then February, I'm getting back on my routine. I'm starting to get my bearings, feeling better. I can be around my mom and my siblings now. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about something else that's happening recently. It's a lot. I'm telling you guys, a lot going on with me right now. But I'm still putting my two feet forward and stepping, because I have to. So February we had to get ready for my daughter's party, and we had to get ready for a Super Bowl party. So Super Bowl party, I made everything. Like I honestly love cooking for people. I loved having little parties, and my siblings came over and my mom's boyfriend came over. I gave him plates. I made all the little dips and the meatballs, all the finger foods that's good on a Super Bowl game. So they loved it. And you know how when you cook, you're exhausted. So we had to clean the house from top to bottom, basically, which was ridiculous. I don't know if you guys ever done that in like a weekend, but it's strenuous and it's a lot to do. So then, my daughter's birthday. So now I'm setting up for her birthday. People coming up. People want to stay the night. People want to spend time with Zori. So I had to basically lay her whole party out. Have I decorated everything. I laid everything out. It was a Baby Shark theme. She loved Baby Shark. I bought all the food. I made brunch for her meals. That was her breakfast. That was her food. And that was a lot as well, because I had to clean the whole entire house again. I had to clean the house from top to bottom. So on top of me cooking French toast, turkey sausages, eggs, pancakes, I made mimosas for the moms, and the kids had their own drinks. What else did I do? I just did a lot. Like February was consumed with parties. Now we're in March. I'm on my routine. I'm on my shit now, cause I got a wedding to prepare for. I'm planning my wedding. I'm exercising, losing weight. I'm going to the exercise study as well. I'm still doing that. But on top, I'm going to start. My mind is like twirling, like, okay, I need to start posting more videos. So I'm mapping out plans on how I'm going to post my videos and when I'm going to post them. So yeah, that's been going on. We're in March. Stay tuned. I'm dropping videos all year. I have a lot going on in my life still to this day. I'm preparing for a wedding. I am mentally and emotionally not really available for anybody outside of my family and my immediate family. So this is it. This is what you get. This is what you got. I'm excited for you guys to keep watching me on my journey. I know you see how good I look right now. And I'm excited because my goal, okay, now I feel like I'm putting too much pressure on myself, but my goal personally was to lose 20 pounds by July. It's looking like more like 15 to 10 pounds by July, which is fine. I will take that. But I know for me, I need to stop putting so much impossible, especially with how. So my diet is basically, I eat beans, pasta, potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice. Those are my main starches during the week. And then meats, I eat fish, mainly salmon, shrimp, and chicken and turkey. So I would say I'm more leaning toward the pescatarian life. I don't really like beef anymore. I don't like beef. I do not eat pork. I will not eat pork anymore. So yeah, I've been meal planning. I've been prepping to get my body right, to make sure that I hit my goals and that I execute and lose the weight that I want to lose and keep it off. So I'm not gonna lie, I've lost about 35 to 40 pounds since I had my daughter. And I feel great. I feel good. But I know I can go further. I don't want to go back to my weight before I had my baby and just stop there. No. I want to go past that, because it's like, it's always been my goal to get past that before I even had my daughter. So now I'm in go mode. A lot, like I said, a lot is happening in life. And I know I have to make time for myself, make time for you guys, make time for my channel, because I want you guys to see my progression, and I want to have something to come back and say, wow, I've came so far. So thank you guys for having grace with me. Thank you guys for not pestering me about me coming back. I appreciate you all. And go ahead and like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. I know I went on some tangents during this video, but that's me. And if you're going to watch me, that's what you get. So I will talk to you guys later. And yeah, sometimes in some videos also, I'm going to be looking out for some comments on what different exercises you think I should do, or whose exercise channel I should look at. So don't be afraid to leave me some comments of some people that you watch that are inspiring, some people that you watch that have good workouts. Do not be afraid, because I will definitely try it. All right, thank you guys. Bye.